Testing. Gonna find out if that sounds good in editing. Alright. Hello everyone, I'm Charles and I'm a weeb. And I bet you thought that I was lying when I said that I was gonna come back. You probably forgot that I said that I was gonna do monthly videos. Well, it's February now. We are talking about a manga. In fact, I'm going to be starting this new, I guess if you want to call it a series, you can call it a series. So I was thinking, I like going out to my local Books A Million or Barnes & Noble, or we have another resale shop. That's where I got all the Gintama volumes, and seeing what's new. And there's been one manga in particular that I've been looking forward to reading since I first heard about it in a Joey Beisinger or the Anime Man video. And what caught my eye was the premise and the fact that it was made by the same man behind Kaguya-sama Love is War. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to introduce this manga, read it, and then I'm going to come back. Today we're talking about OSHI NO KO by Akasaka and Mengo Yokoyari. Basically, what this manga is, I don't really know the full plot. I know very barely know what happens in it. But all I know is that it revolves around a doctor and this character who is an idol named Hoshino, right? And I'm just going to read this synopsis on the back of the manga here. Goru is an OBGYN. Oh boy. With a life far removed from the glitz and glamour of the entertainment industry. The world of his favorite idol, rising star Hoshino. But when the two are unexpectedly brought together, their fates become intertwined in ways that defy all reason. For the good doctor, it's time to stand and deliver. And at the very top, it has a little catchphrase: in show business, lies are a weapon. Now, I have been looking forward to this because it just seems weird. I've been looking for a manga that is a bit different. That's why I read Happy Sugar Life. That's why I like Chainsaw Man, Call of the Night. I felt like I was in a rut for the longest time in finding these interesting manga. And then this popped up, and then I heard that it's getting an English release that took forever to come out. I decided it was time to pick this up. Now, the idea of this series is, I don't know anything about this. I don't have an opinion on this manga. But I'm going to read through it, and I will report back my opinions and thoughts on Volume 1 of OSHI NO KO by Akasaka and Mengo Yokoyari.
3 weeks later.
Alright, it's been about, call it 3 weeks since the first part of this video. 1, the lighting's better. 2, I got kind of sick and couldn't really film. That's why it's such a big gap in between. Anyway, as you know, I read OSHI NO KO Volume 1. And it was solid, I will say. It was really solid. For one single volume, it had so much interesting detail in it. Now, I don't know if I should spoil it. I'll try to leave some parts that are very spoilerific out. So, basically, it's about this doctor, Goru, who is an OBGYN. As mentioned on the back, we had a little bit of a moment about that in the first part of the video. But, basically, he's a doctor that lives in a rural area of Japan. And he is kind of obsessed with this idol named Hoshino. And turns out that this idol comes in, and it turns out this idol is pregnant with 2 children. And he takes care of her until it comes time to give birth. And at that point, that's when it all goes crazy. Basically, what I'll say is this. He dies and gets reincarnated as her son. So it's technically an isekai, but it's not an isekai, if you kind of catch my meaning. And after that, you get to see them. There's twins, and the other kid, it turns out, is a familiar face from his past, back when he was training. And it's kind of wholesome. You get to see this build up in their life for the first couple of years of their life. Now, as an idol, they have to keep that secret. They have to keep the fact that she has twins secret from the public because of backlash, because Japanese culture is different than ours. If a celebrity is pregnant here, or a popular musician, hell, like Rihanna at the Super Bowl, it's a big deal. Everyone makes it a big deal because it's so something, you know? But in Japan, it's a lot different. They keep it secret and they do a good job of it, but something happens at the end of the volume that changes everything, and it definitely changes the vibe of the manga. It goes from kind of, you know, wholesome-ish, a little weird, but wholesome manga about this idol just trying to live and take care of her kids while still doing idol things, to something akin to a kind of revenge plot. Now, I'm not going to say what happens, but a very important character does not make it through the volume. And the main character, Aqua, decides that it is his duty in life to get revenge for this act. And that's basically the end of Volume 1. It's short, it's sweet, but what I like about Volume 1 is that, in my opinion, first volume, or the first handful of episodes of an anime, should give you an idea of what's going on. It should introduce your characters, can make you connect with them, introduce the plot, introduce stakes. And Volume 1 of OSHI no Ko does that fantastically. That is for certain. Now, the story for me is not something that I'm immensely interested in, but it did get me hooked. So, kind of obligated at this point to keep reading, because I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens to Aqua, to Ruby, and to this whole cast of characters going on down the line. With such high stakes set early on in this person's life, it's going to be good. That's for sure. Now, right now, though, the highest I feel like I can genuinely rate this manga is at a 7 out of 10. And I must preface that score with me saying that is not because of anything bad. Absolutely not. It's just really early on in the story to really rate it anything higher, because we don't know. This could be one of the greatest modern mangas of our time, or this could be a situation where it turns into Darling in the Franxx and fumbles at volume 5 and it just starts going downhill from that point on. You don't know. So I don't want to rate it too highly, because we don't know. People in Japan know what happens. Maybe they know that it's like, oh, it's peak. This shit is 9 out of 10 according to some Japanese people. Who knows? I don't. And this is my channel. So 7 out of 10. But that is a very good score in the situation that this video is filmed in, and the situation that this manga is in at the moment. Well, it is just beginning to be serialized in America. So yeah, guys, this has been my first reaction to OSHI no Ko by Akasaka and Mengo Yokoyari. Now, and like I said before, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Volume 2 and beyond has to hold. Also, it is getting an anime adaptation on High Dive. High Dive is a good streaming service. They got Azumanga Daioh. That's always good. And Call of the Night, which I need to watch Call of the Night. Anyway, with that out of the way, I need to talk about next month. So next month, I plan on beginning filming for my April 1st video. Now, if you recall in my update video, I mentioned that April Fool's videos on this channel will be more talking about something that I have an interest in outside of anime or manga, and this is going to be no different. In fact, I have done a lot of research for this video. I don't want to spoil it. I want to, but I want to blurt out what it is about. I have some research tools about this right off camera here that I just want to grab and be like, yes. But I'm not going to, because I want you guys to be surprised. Okay, so basically what I'm getting at after that whole spiel. Most of the days where I'm going to be available to film, I will be filming the April Fool's video. So March's video may be very lax. It's not going to be any month-long production like this was, but it will still be quality content. I will make sure of that for you guys. So anyway, that is February's video done and dusted. Now let's hope I can get it out before next Tuesday. And yeah, OSHI no Ko, Akasaka, and Mengo Yokoyari. I'm Charles, I'm a Weeb, and I will see you guys next month. See you then.